Hey guys, so I wanted to give you a tip really quick. I am planning out this list of ideas for meals for my free group, and I wanted to share them with you guys. So this is what my meal prepping tips for you guys. I am often messaged that people are incredibly overwhelmed, that this is the point where they just want to quit because either A, you don't even know where to start, you don't know, like you start planning it out and you're like, oh my gosh, like I don't even know what to incorporate for all of these meals. Or it's the end of the week and after you've just spent a ton on groceries because you were just buying all this stuff because it sounded good. You know, it's funny because we get to the produce section and you're like, okay, I'm supposed to be eating healthy. So you buy all of these like massive amounts of fruits and veggies and all of this stuff. And then it ends up going bad before you ever even get to eat it or use it. So I'm going to give you guys my best tips, what I learned. I only say this because I was there. I did the exact same thing. So these are my best tips. What I have found that it works so incredibly well for my family of 5. I had to think about that for a minute. My family of 5, this is what works. So the key is first to look at your schedule for the week. If you have an event or a ball game or something like that, don't set yourself up to fail for those nights. Like if you have to be somewhere at a certain time, that right there should be your indicator to plan something easy. Put something in the crock pot. Do not plan out this meal that, oh, I'm going to cook when I get home, because you're not going to feel like it. So plan a crock pot meal or something easy that night. Gosh, it could be wraps. Like have the meat ready for the wraps that you're going to use that night. Like do it on meal prep day. Throw your stuff in the wraps. Go to your event, whatever you have to go to. Or what I like to do is the crock pot. I'll throw it all in the crock pot and it'll be ready when we get home, or before we leave, we can eat. So that's the first thing to do. So when you're planning, the other mistake that I made and that I see a lot of people make is planning dinner for every single night. You will end up with a massive amount of leftovers that you're throwing away. And there are going to be some nights where we just don't feel like cooking, and that's when leftovers are really good. So what we do is I will plan like 4 nights, maybe 5, depending what our week looks like. Now that fall season is over, it typically goes more towards like 5 weeks, 5 nights, not 5 weeks, 5 nights that I will plan a meal. So for instance, what I'm going to do this week is I'm going to buy enough ground beef. Actually ground turkey. I don't know why I keep saying ground beef, because we do ground turkey. I'm going to be buying enough ground turkey to brown all at the same time on meal prep day. That's going to be for sloppy joes, it's going to be for spaghetti sauce, and it is going to be for chili. So once I ground, or oh my gosh guys, I can't talk. Once I brown all of my meat, then I will separate it. I'll have my marinara going, I'll have my sloppy joe mixture going. The ground turkey for the chili will just set to the side, because on that morning I'll just throw it all in there. I will say what I will do on meal prep day for that ground chili is I'll have everything. If I'm going to put any fresh stuff, and I've changed mine all the time, like if I'm going to throw like fresh onions or things like that, I will chop that up on meal prep day so that that morning it's as quick as it possibly can be. It's just like dump in the crock pot, ready to go. The night before, if there's a different recipe I'm following, it's sitting by the crock pot. My tomato sauces, everything is sitting right there. So they're all ready. I have 3 meals already prepped to go. I have my sloppy joe mixture. That's 3 nights. So I only have 2 nights left, and that's basically already ready, because the day that I'm going to do my sloppy joes, you know what I'm going to do? Pull that out of the fridge, put it on the stove, warm it up, and dinner is ready. The kids, okay, so this is the other thing. People are always talking about, I don't want to make 2 separate meals, like one for me, one for my kids and my husband, or 3 because you've got super picky eaters. In my house, you eat what's made, or you will eat a PB&J, a sandwich, or something like that. And what I like about these simpler meals when you're starting off is most everyone's going to eat them. Most everybody loves spaghetti, so we will all eat the exact same mixture. I put mine on spaghetti squash because I typically only have carbs at dinner at a certain point. So if this is not something you're watching, then get the right kind of noodles and you can eat noodles with them. Spaghetti squash is so good, so if you haven't tried it, you should try it. So anyway, that's 1 meal. The only difference is you're using spaghetti squash, they're using noodles. Sloppy joes, I don't use the bun. I put my sloppy joes on sweet potato. Sounds weird, but it is so good, guys. So that's another thing. You're not making 2 meals. You just got buns and a sweet potato. Chili, my oldest will not eat chili. It is what it is. I know he doesn't like chili. So he'll have like a grilled cheese or something, whatever he's feeling that night. Like I'll either make him a grilled cheese. He'll eat a PB&J because that's his favorite. a Nutella sandwich, like something like that. And that's fine. Like, he's a kid. I'm not, like, I want my kids to eat healthier. And even that is a lot better than what it could have been. So anyway, that's 3 of my 5 nights right there. I am still figuring out what I'm going to do the other 2, so I will share those when I get them. But the other thing was for lunches, don't make it hard. Pick 2 meats, 2 veggies, 2 carbs, and prep those, and you're ready to go. Like this week, we're going to do tilapia, and we are going to do grilled chicken because I'm doing 3 ground turkey 3 ground turkey meals. I will do chicken and fish for lunch. And then we always are jasmine rice and sweet potatoes. That's what we do for our carbs. And the veggies, I haven't really decided yet, but we'll pick 2 veggies and we'll alternate between those and switch them up so it's not the exact same thing every day. And you know what? Next week, don't think you're going to get tired of it because you're going to switch it up again next week. You're going to pick a different meat, a different veggie, and things like that. So it's just making it easier. And if you didn't want to do those things, if you wanted to meal prep chili for lunch and have that for a few days and have, you know, a loaded sweet potato or something with chili or whatever, you can always do that too. It's just, this is what we like to do. Breakfast, I'm going to make a list that's going to say like breakfast options if you're on the go. Egg muffins, pre-make the banana oat pancakes and you can throw them in the toaster in the morning. The fruit burritos, something easy to grab and go. And then if you stay at home or if you work from home, here's a good list of things like that. I'm going to give snack options. Pick a couple of snacks. Do not pick like 10 different snacks because then you're going to be in the same boat. Sorry guys, this cold's got me. That's the problem. You start thinking about snacks and you're like, oh, I'm going to buy strawberry apples. Sorry. Anyway, so those are my tips for now before I choke to death. So I just wanted to get that up here for you guys to really simplify it and don't make it more difficult. The other thing was where I am doing ground turkey, another idea is chicken. On meal prep day, throw your chicken in the crock pot to cook and let it cook like for 4 hours. And it is the juiciest, tender chicken I have ever had my entire life. You can boil it and it still is good, but there is something about cooking it in the crock pot. And I can post the recipe here if anybody needs it. It just stays so juicy, and I think it just re-soaks up some of that chicken broth and stuff because I put that in there with mine, and oh, it's so good. Anyway, you can do that, and then you can do chicken chili, chicken tortilla soup. You could do chicken spaghetti, chicken tacos. So many other things. Do quesadillas one night. Do some sort of a pizza. That's another thing with ground turkey, you know, chicken, whatever you want to do. Do like a pizza night. Each person can make their own pizza from the meat that you've already prepped. So anyway, just don't make it overcomplicated. And if anybody still feels overwhelmed, please, please, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. By now, I'm sure most of you guys know that I'm always happy to help, but I truly, truly am. I don't just say that because this is what I do. I say it because I genuinely really want to help if that's something that you're struggling with. And you can message me your schedule and we will come up with something that fits for you. Message me on Facebook, comment here, text me. My number is 618-201-8542. Literally, just get a hold of me and we will figure something out. Literally. Gosh. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope that helped. If you have any specific questions, go ahead and feel free to ask, and I will chat with you guys later.